Hello. In this video, I would like to show how we can trigger an event from the backend. We'll use this example metric that we defined in another video, where we specify a metric where we want to count the number of distinct users that used the feature in the last 28 days. And in order to do that, it's pretty simple. Let's say we want to trigger the event. The corresponding event is the feature used event here that is also specified here in the metric definition. So what we would like to do, if we want to track this, for example, in the index action of the issues controller, would be to call GitLab internal events, track event, provide the feature event name, which is feature used. Then we also need to provide a user, since this is a metric that is defined on for counting distinct users. So we do user, and I know we can access that as current user. Often we have more information that we can also send. We have this standard context where we allow a user, a namespace, or a project, or any of those to be sent. And since we're currently instrumenting the issues controller that is scoped under projects, we might as well provide the project here. That might be useful for specifying metrics in the future where the projects, kind of counting distinct projects, for example, might be useful. So we pass in project and click project. All right, and that's it. This line here will trigger the event called feature used, provide the user and the project. Behind the scenes, the namespace will also be provided. Since that is, we'll use the namespace of the project. You can override that behavior if you want to. But let me just illustrate how that works. So let's say we want to copy this to the terminal here. So we have a Rails console here and the internal events monitor running over here, which currently configured to monitor metrics defined of feature used. So let's try to call this. We can say user. We still have to provide a user, and since this is just an example, we can do feature. We can do like user first, and we can do project. Now, so just take the first project from the database, and we run this. And as we can see over here, the two metrics that we defined in the previous video, they were updated. And also we had a new snowplow event created, where I had a user ID 1, project ID 1, which is expected, but at least not surprising, since we're using the first user and the first project. And we also see a namespace here, and that's coming from the project first namespace. Yeah, so we see that has ID 22. So that's where this ID comes from. All right, so that shows how you can trigger events from the backend and also see how the metrics get updated.